What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Johnny. Back in here with one more reaction video, ladies and gentlemen. And today, got something from my guy Neville Goddard. I'm not sure if a lot of people know who he is. If you don't, definitely need to research and check him out. Extremely intellectual human being. He's another person who's paid huge dividends to my wisdom. I credit a lot of who I am to Neville and Ralph Waldo Emerson and Bob Proctor, Malcolm X. Just a random mix of people. You throw them in a box and shake them up, and that's how you get my wisdom and knowledge. And I'm here to share with the world. If this is your first time to the channel, welcome. Get yourself on in here now. As I've said, the goal is to reach 1 million subscribers and start 1 million conversations. But if we reach that 100 million mark, I'm a firm believer that we can kill most of the narratives in today's worlds, man. Not most of them, all of them. We're just spirits encased in human flesh trying to figure out this thing called life. And we're not nearly as divided as the mainstream media wants you to think. So if you like what you're hearing in this video, please share it far and wide. Now we're going to jump in chapter 2 of Feeling is the Secret from Neville Goddard, originally published in 1944.
Every feeling makes a subconscious impression, and unless it is counteracted by a more powerful feeling of an opposite nature, must be expressed. The dominant of two feelings is the one expressed. I am healthy is a stronger feeling than I will be healthy. To feel I will be is to confess I am not. I am is stronger than I am not. What you feel you are always dominates what you feel you would like to be. Therefore, to be realized, the wish must be felt as a state that is, rather than a state that is not. Sensation precedes manifestation and is the foundation upon which all manifestation rests. Be careful of your moods and feelings, for there is an unbroken connection between your feelings and your visible world. Your body is an emotional filter and bears the unmistakable marks of your prevalent emotions. Emotional disturbances, especially suppressed emotions, are the causes of all disease. To feel intensely about a wrong without voicing or expressing that feeling is the beginning of disease, dis-ease, in both body and environment. Do not entertain the feeling of regret or failure for frustration or detachment from your objective results in disease. Think feelingly only of the state you desire to realize. Feeling the reality of the state sought and living and acting on that conviction is the way of all seeming miracles. All changes of expression are brought about through a change of feeling. A change of feeling is a change of destiny. All creation occurs in the domain of the subconscious. What you must acquire, then, is a reflective control of the operation of the subconscious. That is, control of your ideas and feelings.
Now, if you believe the concept where attention goes, energy flows, then if you focus on anything negative, you can't be surprised when you have a negative outcome in your life. So most people walk around with a disease. You have to ask what's internally going on with them. Because I can say when I was at my unhappiest, when I was going through the worst of the worst, I had all the material things I could ask for. But internally I was broken. And it started to manifest in different ways. But when I got pure and came at one with myself and admitted my flaws and stopped living in my ego self and I let the ego die. You know, they say we all have two lives and the second one begins when we realize we only have one. And so many people walk around trying to protect their ego, and they look extremely happy on the outside only to be broken on the inside. And I just like to share information like this because no therapist is going to tell you to read Neville Goddard. They just going to give you some more pills, tell you to go to the club. You know, there's just so many false alternatives in the world today on how to heal yourself. And as I say, man, you have to sit still and know God. Listen to that voice inside of you. Sometimes you have to laugh. Sometimes you have to cry. But write it down, whatever it takes to get the emotions out. Divorce yourself from your past and embrace your future. But if you keep everything bottled up, it has to come out in some kind of way. And if you don't like what you're attracting to your life, then maybe you need to look at yourself and change the energy that you're giving out to the world. But if no one ever told you these things, then you don't understand the concepts. So it's all about spreading the information. As I like to say, man, the definition of ignorant is a lack of knowledge. So let's spread knowledge far and wide so we can help the next man. Iron sharpens iron.
Chance or accident is not responsible for the things that happen to you, nor is predestined fate the author of your fortune or misfortune. Your subconscious impressions determine the conditions of your world. The subconscious is not selective. It is impersonal and no respecter of persons. The subconscious is not concerned with the truth or falsity of your feeling. It always accepts as true that which you feel to be true. Feeling is the assent of the subconscious to the truth of that which is declared to be true. Because of this quality of the subconscious, there is nothing impossible to man. Whatever
the mind of man can conceive and feel is true, the subconscious must object. And so think about the concept of telling someone they're less than because of their skin color, or they're oppressed, or they're a victim, or they're trans. Like, think about what you can do when you start pushing these concepts on young children. Your brain isn't fully developed to your age of 25 anyway. So if you don't have some parents that's really protecting you and protecting the images that come to your head, that's why letting your children be on the internet is important, because you never know what ad could come across the screen that can influence them and seep into their subconscious mind. We live in a weird world that is always trying to manipulate you. Once you really understand how powerful your brain is, you look at life totally different. I recommend everybody read this book, just because we all need different perspectives on life. Neville Goddard, like I said, man, it's changed the way I looked at a lot of things, because these concepts taught to us in schools. I feel like, everybody goes through the same school system, and all it does is rob our creativity, because we all have greatness and genius inside of us. Every one of us is born a creator and an artist. But the minute you start pre-K, it start coming at you. And then the minute you finish senior year, bro, you're not creative at all. Unless you was a rebel and one of them kids who just couldn't get into school, or you had your own issues outside of life. My parents was always fighting, so I was sitting in school with bad anxiety. I couldn't pay attention to what the teachers were saying. I was wondering, was mom at home alive, or was they cutting the lights off or something? And I know every individual person has went through something, but if you can overcome the issues that are blocking you in your head, and you can get your chakras aligned, hey, I promise you can reap the abundance of benefits in life. You are special, you're beautiful, you are a genius, you could do anything, you can accomplish anything. You're a walking testimony. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, we out.